Alright, so Aesculus spa. So the family Sapindaceae, and if you recall all of the other things in Sapindaceae, which are our maples, you will remember that they are opposite. And this is opposite as well. If I can find a good leaf node. Here we go. Opposite. And here again. Nice and opposite. And these are all on really stout twigs. They're really thick twig. And they've got really large terminal buds, which will sometimes appear paired because of the way the shoot comes out next to the axillary bud. So it's formerly in Hippocastinaceae, which literally translates to the horse chestnut family, which is another type of buckeye that's in the Midwest. These are now in Sapindaceae, so they're opposite. They've got a nice capsule. So since we're limited to being on campus, we're not going to be able to teach the Aesculus species that is native to this area, so we're going to teach it a species because there is a different one planted on campus. That's the one I'm in front of right now. So this guy is Aesculus flavor right here. This is our yellow buckeye, and he's native to our mountains, but he's also planted here at least as a shade tree or a street tree. And he's like a whole tree, probably about 60 feet tall. Whereas Aesculus sylvatica, the one that you typically find in this area, is going to be in low areas, and it's going to be a thicket forming shrub with a lot of stems, so it's going to branch a lot. Across these species though, they've got a lot of similarities. So they're going to have palmately compound leaves. Those are going to have 5 leaflets each. You can see they're pretty big leaflets. They are obovate to oblong. This guy's got wider at this end. They have an acute tip. These leaves aren't looking so hot, but they do have a serrate margin where it's intact. Got a very light midrib. They attach to a long, stout petiole on the twigs. And because the leaves are so big, they form a really dense canopy. Since so much leaflet comes out of these guys, you're gonna notice that the buds on them are really, really large. This terminal bud is huge. My thumb for comparison, that's a big, big terminal bud. And to talk about the fruits, so buckeye has a capsule. This is the one for flava, so it's a little bit bigger than you would typically find for sylvatica, and also sylvatica tends to be a little bit more lumpier and oblong. This is pretty circular. So it's a capsule. It's got a corky outer layer that's kind of squishy if you squish on it, and if it's opened up, it will dehiss. So this layer, this corky layer, will come off to show the nice dark seed in the middle. And these seeds are toxic to everything except for squirrels, and squirrels apparently are eating them, because if we walk over to this one, sure has some teeth marks in him. The bark for flava is going to be really light. And it's going to be light across all the species, but flava is the only one that's going to get mature enough and large enough where it's going to be notable, and it's going to start to craggle and then flake off in these rectangular sheets. The bark on sylvatica and also pavia, since they're such small shrubs, is going to be pretty nondescript, gray, smooth bark.